I want to talk to you guys about an app that I'm currently testing that honestly sounds too good to be true, but so far it's not been. Now, I want to go ahead and say that I'm not paid to say anything about this app. This is not a paid product placement. They've not asked me in any way to do this. I want to talk about it because it actually works. That's interesting. So this all started a couple years ago. I subscribed to I1Tesla, who's over in Charlotte, and he does Tesla content. And he's not like a huge YouTuber, but I mean, he's bigger than me, I'd say. So, he might be, actually, I don't even know. Anyway, in one of his videos, he mentioned an app called Care Miles. I think that's what it was actually called. It doesn't exist anymore. But, in this app, it was basically just tracking your, charging and driving habits. And it would give you trees. Now, was it actually planting trees on your behalf? I don't know. But it gave you trees based on, your efficiency, I guess you would say. So, if I drive a mile in a gas car, statistically, I would have to drive 80 miles in an electric car to put out the same amount of pollution. Because electric cars are 80% more efficient. There's other numbers that go into that, but that's the easiest way to say it. And so this app would take, however many miles you drive versus however many miles that would account to in a gas car, and figure up the difference in pollution and say, well, you saved this many trees by driving electric. So I joined the app at the time, and it was just me and like two of my friends, so it was not very many people. There's a lot of Teslas out. That's the second one I've passed. Anyway, I joined the app, and me and some friends, we competed. It wasn't a big deal. I always was on top because I have like 4 electric cars, so, I'm going to drive a lot. And, yeah. So that's just how that worked. It was fun. It tracked your whatever. And at the end of the month or end of the week or whatever, you got an allotment of trees that you could click plant. And then, the leaderboard would show how many trees you planted versus all your friends. And like I said, I was always on top because I drive a lot and I do a lot and I go a lot. And so, yeah. The app kind of got boring. I mean, not everybody checked it all the time. It was kind of dumb. I became friends on there with the I1Tesla guy, and we competed, and he beat me a couple times. He drove his car from here in North Carolina all the way to California and back, so he got it. By the time I did my trip around the country, I wasn't using the app, so it didn't account for anything for me. But it was just a fun little app to compete with, and it didn't mean anything. And still today, it doesn't mean anything. Now, the app actually doesn't even exist anymore, so, there's that. The same company came out with a new app, and I didn't even know anything about this app. I got an email yesterday saying, oh, you have access to our new app. And I'm like, huh? I guess because I had an account on the old app, they just moved me over to the new app, and I didn't even know anything about it. So the new app basically tells you that they will do the same thing. They'll monitor your driving, kilowatt hour usage, and then your charging, and how much you pay for charging, and where you charge. It's kind of like a collecting your data kind of thing. Now, this data is collected without your personal information tied to it. It's just a pool of, these are all the electric cars in our system. This is where they drive, or they don't even know where you drive. This is how much they use when they drive. This is how much they charge, where they charge, and what they pay. But they sell that information to get money, which I'm assuming is how they were making money the first time, when the app just kind of, it was an okay app, but it didn't really serve a purpose. And I guess a lot of people just got bored with it like I did and quit using it. So now with the new app, does the same thing, tracks all this information. There's still a friend system, so you can compete with your friends if you really want to. But at the end of the day, this app promises to refund your charging. Anytime you pay to charge your vehicle, either at home or at a supercharger or an EV Go or Electrify America, wherever you go, they promise to refund the cost to charge your car. Now, there's a cap. On the free plan, which it's only free for the first 3 months, there's a cap of $20. So you hit your $20 for the month, and that's it. But they will credit your account what you paid in charging, and then you can withdraw that directly to your bank account in cash. Nothing extra. No hoops to jump through or anything. Now, like I said, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So I thought, I'm going to try it. I'll link up my Lightning because it is one of the most expensive vehicles to charge. And we'll just see. We'll just see if it's worth it. Well, yesterday I hit the $20 mark where I had $20 in credits. And I was like, okay, well, let's just try to withdraw it to my bank account. We'll see. So I hit withdraw and it showed up in my account this morning. And I'm actually genuinely shocked that it worked. So there's different packages, and I will probably go up to the next package personally. But the way it works is you plug your truck in. Like for me at home, I think I pay like 13 cents a kilowatt hour or something like that. And it monitors how many kilowatt hour it takes in. It monitors your power company, like you tell them who your power company is, so they get your cost per kilowatt hour from that. And they come up with how much they owe you at the end of the charging session based on how many kilowatt hour you took on. So, for example, last night, I charged 22 kilowatt hour in this truck, and it determined that they owed me $2.91. So now I have $2.91 in my account again. I've already withdrew the 20, but it's over the, next month. We're starting over. Every month you get an allowance of $20 worth of charging. Now you can move up to the next plan. I think the next one up is $39 a month, and you get $70 worth of charging. So it's still a good deal. And then they have an unlimited plan, which is $99 a month, and there's no limit to how much you can get back from charging. Really, the only downside to this app is that you can only link one car at a time. So I linked my Lightning to my main account. And then for my other phone, because I have another phone, I just downloaded the app, made a new account, and linked my Model 3. I may end up changing that. I wanted to test the theory to see if I plug my Model 3 into the supercharger and it's free, are they still going to pay me for supercharger rates? If so, that will be useful because I don't have to pay for the charging, and I'm going to make a profit from them paying me to use the superchargers. Anytime an app like this sounds too good to be true, it usually is, or it eventually is. And I'm afraid that's probably what's going to end up happening. I think at some point they're going to stop paying out or whatever. But in the meantime, why not use the crap out of it? I mean, if they're going to pay, why not? That's the way I see it. So yeah, that's my goal. I'm gonna use it. If it works on the 3, then I'm gonna obviously go supercharge it like crazy because I don't have to pay for that. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna just move it over to my R1S because R1S and Lightning are the 2 biggest battery vehicles I have. They will cost the most to charge depending on how I drive them. So, and I'm driving this one right now because, basically it could be free. What I'm spending is free because, I haven't hit my $20 limit this month yet. And for the first 3 months, it's free. Now, I did say that earlier. The first 3 months is free. After the first 3 months, the base package goes to $9 a month. So you pay $9, you get $20 back. So you've halved your cost, basically, for your first $20 worth of charging. Once I have to start paying for the plan, I'm probably going to move up to the $40, $39 package so that I can get $70 worth of charging. Now, if you think about it, 40 times 2 is 80. It's not actually that good of a deal when you go to that package. because you're not halving your charging anymore. You're paying a little bit more than half. But in the long run, with as much as I charge and as much as I spend to charge this one, I think it'll be worth it. I'm also going to test, using it at a supercharger, stuff like that, just to see, does it actually pay out what they say they'll pay out. So far, I've only been home charging and was able to get that $20 mark. So, yeah. We're going to test it. We're going to do some more with it. But in the meantime, if you want to try it, it's risk-free. They don't ask for a credit card up front or anything like that. Your first 3 months are free. Link is in the description. And, we can learn together. If you have any input, feel free to comment. If you know anything about the app, or if you've tried it yourself, didn't have a good experience, or maybe you did, whatever, let me know, because I'm open to learning more information about this app before I fully trust it and say I endorse it. I'm not endorsing it. I'm just saying, if you want to try it, my link is in the description. If not, I'll let you know how it goes.